To my channel once again. If you're new here, my name is Rosemary Renders, and on today's video I am going to make up our gorgeous birthday girl. So to be candid with you, I don't know what I have in mind to do on her face, but sometimes what inspired me most is when I get to you or when I want to make it up. First of all, I ask you, what color of dress are you going to wear, or what do you have in mind? And the person, if the person doesn't have anything in mind, the person can tell me that, okay, I'm wearing so dress and all that. That will tell me, okay, these are the kind of things that you need to apply on the person. So today she told me that she's going to wear red. I was like, oh, red eyeshadow. Okay. So if you want to see how I achieved that gorgeous, amazing red eyeshadow look and the total of the face, stick around, don't go away. But before we go into that, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please click on that red button right down there, and don't forget to click on that notification bell to notify you each time a new video goes up. So let's hop into it. Okay babes, as usual, first of all, I clean the face using the wipes or any other product I use in cleaning the face, to clean the face, making sure that every dirt on the face is completely cleaned off. Afterwards, I use the spoolie to brush the eyebrows, give it the shape before I can go ahead to use the eye pencil to draw the eyebrows. I usually use the pencil first, and these pencils I can't remember where I got them. I usually buy it from Anastasia Beverly Hills or Benefit Cosmetics and any other one that I see that is good enough, you know. So I use it to draw the eyebrows. Afterwards, after the eyebrow, I use the filler. I use different ones, but this one is very good. I got it from a shop here in Belgium, so I'm going to drop the link in case. I think they're all over Europe or something. They can deliver to you, or you can go walk in and buy it from them. It's called Makeup Academy, and the name of the brow is Brow Define Long Wear Brow Gel. So I use it to fill it in. After filling it in, I go ahead to use the spoolie to brush off any excess gel left on the eyebrows, so making sure that everything is okay and is smooth and it looks as natural as possible. Okay, so afterwards I use this product I got from MUD. It is called Brow Fix. Use it to fix it, making sure that it's all set. I try as much as possible not to make it to be thick. I just want to reduce it to the minimal because she don't really have much eyebrows, so I don't want to do something it's so obvious. So afterwards I go ahead to use this L.A.Girl Pro Concealer in the shade of Fun underneath her eyebrows. Babes, when you're applying this, don't drag it outwards, just take them down. Okay, so after that I go ahead to blend it, making sure that it's well blended as usual. So we go above the eyebrows using, as you can see, she's not that dark first, so you have to use something that is very close to her color. I use the same LA Pro Concealer in the shade of Chesnut to go above her eyebrow because it's very close to her skin tone, and when you blend it, it will be easily blended to her skin without being so obvious or leaving the above her eyebrow so light. So that was how I achieved the eyebrow. So I go ahead to prime my eyelid using one of the eyelid primer that I have here. I have other ones, but this serves best for me. So after the primer, I go ahead to highlight her eyelid using P. Louise base in the shade of Remote 03 to highlight it before I can go ahead to add the colors. Today I'm using Morphe by James Charles DeMille palette. So I start by using Code James, that's the name of the shade that I'm using as my base. So I use that, gently starting from the outer corner of the eye and gently take it inside. And like I always say, when you're starting from here, don't put pressure. Never you put pressure to brush it. Always tap till you get the inside and you get the desired transition you want and the desired color that you want. So afterwards, I move forward to use Love That. Like I said earlier on, my inspiration always come from the color of the dress the person is going to wear or the occasion. Is it wedding? Is it party? Is it night out? Is it a dinner or whatever? That would tell me exactly what I can use on the person's face. So as you can see here, is a bit pinkish, which is not going with what I want. So what I did here is to cut crease. After cutting the crease, just to make sure that I achieve the kind of color of eyeshadow I want, because I can't just take everything off again and start all over. So I cut crease here. Afterwards, I go ahead to use the shade of You Are Kidding. You Are Kidding. That's the name of the shade. To use it because it's reddish sort of. So I use it to go around the place I cut the crease, making sure that I achieve that texture that I want, and the color, make sure that the color is popping. So afterwards, I go ahead to blend it, making sure that there is a smooth transition between where I cut the crease and the upper part. You have to always, like I said, is patient. You have to be patient to blend it to achieve that smoothness. So after we finish blending, we go ahead to use this shade in the name of Benny, to use it to give at the outer corner of the eyes there, at the edge there, to use it kind of a bit darker smoky look at the edge there. So taking it inside to her eye fold, so that the idea is that when you look, you will not really see that there is a fold there. That color that I used there will kind of make it as if it's her actual look without the fold. I don't know how to explain it. So afterwards, I go ahead to to blend it, blend it seamlessly. So we're done with that. So we go ahead to line her waterline using the pencil, and after using the pencil to line her eyebrows, we go ahead to use the smudged brush tool, making sure that it's well blended, not so rough. I go ahead using the shade of Code James and Benny to complement it under the waterline, so as to look smooth and run with the outer corner of the eye above the eyelid. So afterwards, I go ahead to draw the eyeliner, and as you can see here, I'm using another palette called BH. The name is Drop Dead Gorgeous Full On Crazy. I use that because I felt that the red that I use is not that bright and is so dry, kind of is powderish, and this one has a shimmer color called Never Wears It. So this palette is so amazing, highly pigmented, and in fact I love it. It's my first time of using it because the new palette I got is the first time and I'm in love with it. So after then, I go ahead to use the concealer to clean the angle line that I have drawn to make sure that I get it perfect. So I go ahead to clean up the face, getting it ready for the foundation and every other product I'm going to use. So like I always say, I use baby wipes to clean up the face because it's soft, and if there's any other thing you can use to clean up the face so that it won't be so harsh on your client's face or on your own face, just feel free to do that. So make sure that first thing first, before you start applying any other thing on your face, make sure that you first of all moisturize your face. After you done moisturizing your face, the next thing followed is your primer. So today I use illuminating primer by Maybelline New York called Master Prime. So that is what I use to prime her face. After priming her face, I go ahead to use L.A.Girl Pro Conceal, but this one is actually the corrector and the shade is orange corrector. So that is what I use. Usually use this particular one, this reddish one, on a deep brown spots, to correct them, to making everything look even. So that is what I used to correct, because she has some pigment and some pimples, so I had to use it to correct it, so that when I put the foundation, everything will be okay. So after the foundation, after the the corrector, I go ahead to use this foundation from MUD Cosmetics in the shade of GY3. So that is actually what I use on her, using the brush also from MUD Cosmetics 615 for foundation. Use it to making sure that everything sinks in before I can go ahead to use the beauty blender to blend it well. So as you can see, for the upper side, I just got to realize that when you are applying your foundation, make sure that you don't use a lot of foundation, especially at the forehead. Whatever that is left in the brush, you use it to go through her, around her forehead, so that it won't be too thick there. Moreover, this foundation is highly pigmented, so when you're taking it, you have to take it just a bit, just tiny is enough for the face. And make sure when you're applying your foundation, you go below your jaw, around your neck area, and please make sure the foundation, if you are getting this foundation, when you're using it, it's better you take just a bit tiny, and in case it's not enough, it's better you add that when you pack it, because it's highly pigmented, like I said. So afterwards, I move ahead to use the beauty blender to blend it, making sure that everything is seamlessly blended. So when we're done applying our foundation, we go ahead to apply our highlighter. Today I'm using a Pro Concealer in the shade of Warm Honey. I'm using this because it's two color above her color. So when you're applying your highlighter, make sure that the color you are using is after that color, two colors ahead of your color. That is what you're going to use, so that it won't be too bright or dark to the same color that you use as your foundation. Okay, so that is what I use as her highlighter. I apply the highlighter from the under the eye to the T-zone, her jawline, and all that. So when we're done applying that, we go ahead to use the beauty blender to blend it, making sure that everything is well blended. So I have to go ahead to use a loose powder. Remember, I said in one of my videos, when you are making up and using all-round liquid products like foundation, highlight, and all that, when you're using it afterwards, before you go ahead to put any other powdered stuff on your face, you need to first of all mattify the face by using a loose powder, depending on your color or whatever you're using. Use it to mattify the face before you go ahead to apply any other powdered product. Like now, I'm going to contour her face. So what I did was to mattify before I go ahead to use the face definer, to use it to contour the face, starting from the nose area to contour the nose, and move there to the her forehead, around her edges, and at the side of the face, at the chin, just to define the face properly. Okay, that is how I contour the face. Afterwards, I go ahead to use this a Sacha Buttercup setting powder to set her face. So go ahead and set the face, bake it, and see what will be the outcome of it. when we're done setting our face, we go ahead to apply our lip color. And first of all, use the pencil to give the lip the line so that I won't make any mistake or I won't go overboard. I use the pencil, actually it's from MUD Cosmetics, so that's where I got the pencil. In case you want to get it, I'm going to leave every details at the description box in case you want to lay your hands on any of them. So after the liner, I use a little lip brush to blend it before I go ahead to apply the lip color. So that is how we got our lips done. So after we're done with that, we go ahead to apply our lashes. First of all, when you apply your lashes, my first video on YouTube is about how to fix lashes. Before you go ahead to fix your eyelashes, make sure that you first of all apply your mascara on your natural lashes before you go ahead to apply any other thing to it. So here we are. This is our look. What do you think? How do you see it? Leave your comments at the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to share it to your loved ones, especially those that are struggling to make up or apply their eyeshadow. Thank you so much. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do not hesitate to click on that button right down there, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to notify you each time I post any video. Thank you once again, and I will catch you up in my next video. Bye.